So when I started interviewing for my first job, I had decided I wanted to go to Wall Street. I was living in California. I went to Berkeley. I was also a gymnast at Berkeley. So I had a full scholarship. It's another topic we can talk about in terms of hard work.
Yeah, you're the most interesting woman on the planet. This is incredible. Okay, keep going.
In college, I was basically balancing 40 hours in the gym, competing. We were at the time it was Pac-10. So we were competing, up and down the West Coast. And then I was also a business degree major. So I was kind of balancing almost like a job with school at the same time, and my job being athletics. And my first interview that I had was, I remember, with a big investment bank. And, one of the questions they asked is, oh, well, your GPA, you don't have a perfect GPA. I said, no, I don't. And they said, well, you were a gymnast. I said, well, part of the reason is I was working out and traveling, and 40 hours of my week was dedicated not to academics. And they said, well, if you could go back and you could change that and have a perfect GPA, would you have done that? And my answer was very easy. I said, absolutely not. Because what I learned as a gymnast and the grit that taught me was more important than anything I could have learned in any classroom or sort of excelled on a particular test or whatever it might be. There's things that absolutely were sacrificed through my athletics. I don't know if I would wish that on my children. I think if they decide to go the athletic route, that's great, but I certainly wouldn't push it. But what I learned at a very young age in terms of multitasking, in terms of failure and how to come back from failure. Discipline, diet. I mean, taking care of your body, sleep, everything. Like what I learned there it basically dictated the rest of my life. Now, interestingly enough, I don't think that was the answer that investment bank
Did you get the job?
Because they wanted, no, I didn't.
Oh my God.
They did not. I don't think they wanted to hear that. And I think there's a bit of this fallacy of perfection. Well, why wouldn't you want a perfect GPA? Why wouldn't that be something that you absolutely want? And I think there is a fallacy there that we need to really look internally and decide, why would that be the case? I think there is this obsession with perfection. I think Instagram, especially as a woman, this focus on everything is working great. Everything is perfect. Let's not sort of show our vulnerabilities or where we've had to struggle. That's not real life. And so that was, I think, probably my most interesting.
That's their loss.